G'day mate and welcome back to Cabin History with me, Jetty. In our last episode, we got Space Station up and running, which means the very first thing I want to do is I want to upgrade that space station. I want to make it bigger and better than it was ever before. And then the next objective I want to knock off, I want to start prepping to actually putting crew up in space. That will finally prove that we have mastered space entirely. Then we need to work on actually getting space research up and running, because without space research up and running, I cannot fix our nuclear reactors, I cannot get more power, and that means we are slowly working our way towards the death of the island, which means for me to be successful in my objectives, I need to ask you, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I've been told every like I get to borrow, no, every like I get to keep increases our chances of having a successful crewed mission up to the space station. All right, first thing we need to do is obviously have a low supply of crude oil. Cool. You are unloading right now, so that's probably perfectly fine. I probably don't need to worry about it, I hope. But the next thing I want to do is I want to go look at the space station, and I want to hit the upgrade button, because of course I want to upgrade the space station. It means I'm going to need to launch another 120 space station parts up there. But the good news is, well, we have the rocket silo ready to go. The rocket is leaving, and I have plenty of basic station parts ready to go. Next thing I need to do is, research-wise, we did finish off crewed stations. So if we go look at this in the tree, that unlocked a brand new recipe. That is, crew supplies, which require food packs, also medical supplies number 2 rather, and also some plastic. So I can wrap them up and send them off. In the meantime, we've gone back to researching housing capacity, and then of course trying to save fuel, because I still have a giant fuel shortage. But with that research done, that means that's going to be our very first task. So what I need to do is I need to get crew supplies up and running. And the good news is the wonderful food processing build has this already prepped and ready to go. Of course, all we need to have is food packs. We've had them being built for a long time. They actually come in on this belt right here. Also, I need to have medical supplies number 2, and also some plastic. So if I build these two belts right here, and then this belt down here, that should be everything I need to get all our supplies in here. I do want to upgrade this machine, this machine, and this machine, because we're not doing assembler 3s anymore. We're well past that. Not doing assembler 4s. Not quite at that stage yet. So all I need to do is build that machine. I do want to make sure I have put a priority on this to make sure we send the medical supplies over here, because it's going to be pretty important that we don't leave the crew without crew supplies. Medical is good, but food is probably more important. Okay, with that done, we're going to have a box here to store it all in. Obviously, boxes are good, but bigger boxes are better. So can I upgrade that box? Yeah, hold shift to confirm, and can I get that done? All right, so with that done, we should have crew supplies being made. Yep, there's our first set right there, coming out and going into the box. So with that done, I need to start shipping them across to our space station, and for that, I'm going to need another little box. Can I copy you? Can I dump you there? And can I set you to be crew supplies? Yep. Import, please. Can I make sure that's a priority 1? And then we can take that and shove that into the rocket. Cool. With that shoved in the rocket, I need to make sure the rocket knows it's allowed to launch them. So this rocket solo is allowed currently just to launch basic station parts. I want to also add to the list crew supplies being the second priority, and then the third priority being our crew. Obviously, being Jetty's Island, we have an unlimited number of volunteers that are happy to launch themselves into an experimental space station, but for the moment, I need to have the crew supplies arrive. So the crew supplies need to be imported in here, which is fine, that will happen. My biggest catch is actually going to be, I need to find one. Where's a truck? You're a truck. Truck, okay. My biggest problem is my trucks carry 90 items. That is because we've spent some focus points on having larger truck capacity. Also, I have an awful lot in the way of overloaded trucks. Because of this, they carry 90 items, which means I need to have 90 crew supplies in here before a truck's even going to bother to pick them up and drive them all the way down there. Then once they've driven down there, they need to be loaded into here, and then we can launch them to space. In the meantime, I have a space station. It's now a Mark II, but unfortunately, it doesn't have any crew supplies, and therefore doesn't have any crew. Sort of want to launch things in the correct order. So we need to wait a little while for that to happen. In the meantime, obviously with the upgrades we've done, I need to enable you. Yep, can I get you processing carbon dioxide? And we should be fine for right now. Okay, other things I need to do whilst we're out and about is medical. We can see this box is not full. If the box is not full, that means it's emptying. If it's emptying, that means I have a problem. If I head down to the town, I am currently using 60. Am I using a 60 belt? I am using a 60 belt. Cool. Can I get that belt upgraded, please? And that takes us back to here. Can I get that belt upgraded, please? Thank you. Can I get that belt upgraded too as well? And that takes us all the way back to the storage box, which is then being fed by a belt mark 2. Okay. It also means that I'm only making 48 of them. So I need to have, medical being made a whole lot faster. So we can make 48 medical supplies 3 in this particular machine, providing I feed at 48 medical supplies number 2. Obviously, I'm feeding at 48 minus the 2 that I'm using over here. So it's pretty much running at full speed. Not quite running at full speed, but close damn enough for me. So that means we're going to call this good enough. But obviously, I need to have more machines running to make sure that we're going to keep up with our medical supplies. Now, I could just build a second machine. My other option is, actually, let's do it over here. My other option is I can upgrade this to the next tier of assembler, because these are only assembler tier 4. Assembler tier 5 has a couple of advantages and disadvantages. The first one being, if I pin you there and I put the other one beside it, obviously it runs at twice the speed. That happens with every single assembler. Every single time they get upgraded to the next tier, they run at twice the speed of the old tier. But the Assembler Mark 5 doesn't require workers, so it's completely automated. It means it frees up workers to go work in other things like power plants. Yeah. But it also no longer requires maintenance 2. It now requires maintenance 3, which is a little bit of an issue. Hopefully, maybe we should be better off with maintenance 3. It does mean I need to use electronics 3, which costs electronics 2 to make, so it's a cash free 2. Also, rather than needing 250 kilowatts, it needs 400 kilowatts, which is actually less power overall compared to running 2 of the Assembler Mark 4s. Also, we go from 3 teraflops to 6 teraflops. So overall, we exchange a few people for a little bit of saving of power. Also means that it's the next tier of maintenance. But also it means that if I upgrade you, who needs 24 and 24, you're now going to need 48 and 48. We're already making 24 here. If I upgrade you as well, that'll give us 48 and 48, which means we're good on the sharp things. I just need to check disinfectant, which I'd already overbuilt to start with, so I have the correct amount of disinfectant. You need to be upgraded as well, because I need you to pump out twice as fast. You need 24 antibiotics. That is 16, 24. You're excess, but it means I need to have 2 more of these guys running. So can I get you guys built as well to pump out more antibiotics, which should keep you running at full speed. Then I need you to run at full speed, which means I need to have twice as much anesthetics and twice as much morphine. To get twice as much morphine, I just need to enable the second building. So can I get you built, please? And to get twice that much anesthetics, I need to have you being built. So can I get you built along with your buildings make hydrogen fluoride? That way you get to brush your teeth before you get knocked out, before you have your medical treatment that involves morphine. Okay, finally with that done, that should solve our medical problem, and I should be able to put that to one side. Carbon dioxide is still full, and that is because the box is full. The box is full because the priority is not high enough. I'm going to set you at priority 3. That gets delivered to this box here, which is not full. We just don't have enough trucks to get enough jobs done because they've been driving all the way over here to empty these boxes for quite some time because we're shaving this part of the island. But this part of the island looks like it is very shaved, apart from one tree over there. So that means that should free up a whole lot more truck labor. Okay, mechanical parts. Mechanical parts are running low because I don't have nearly enough steel. The good news is the more titanium and aluminium we use, the more parts we're going to get coming through, which should improve overall, or the more steel we're going to have coming through on this belt, which should improve overall, hopefully, the amount of mechanical parts we're using. Okay, now back in the tech tree. Because I've done level 2 space station, it means I can get this research done, which means I'm going to cancel that but guy. Can I enable that? We'll put that back at the end of the queue, and then we're going to save a little bit more fuel on both ships and trains, and it means I can get this research done. This research done will enable space research points, which is very, very important, and also means, because it's so important, I'm going to dump all my unit into there. It does mean research should happen a whole lot faster. Okay, whilst we wait, veggies. I'm low on veggies. Also might notice that I am not maxed out on chicken feed anymore. So we need to plant some more veggies. So can we go to the farms? Or actually, can I go to you first? Can I just get you built outright to make more corn and wheat that are both suitable for the chickens? And then can I find somewhere I can plant more? Okay, I can plant more veggies here, but I cannot leave veggies at the end of the queue to then have veggies go straight afterwards, because that will give me a giant penalty on crop rotation. So we're going to put some corn after that. Can I go to you? Can I go to you? You're already doing veggies, but I could put veggies here, and I could move the poppy to here. Great. Next one, you're fine. You're doing, okay, so okay, again, put the veggies here, put the taters after that. You're doing fruit. I could do veggies here, and then I could do fruit there. Okay. And screw it, we're going to throw in veggies here as well. Okay, hopefully that's enough to increase our total amount of veggies, and hopefully that solves that problem. It's still building so slow, so slow. All right, so with those items done, I want to look at my research. So this is going to require us to make a brand new thing, make composite cores, and also station parts, which are much better than station parts basic. One of the things I do need to unlock is solar cell mono. Solar cell mono is the well, it's the higher tier of solar panels, these ones right here. So I'd like to at least get this part automated. So what I actually want to do is, I want to go in here. I want to click on you, and I want to click on that, and then close that, because I need to have the assembler with the recipe pre-selected. So these particular solar cells can only be made in the robotic assembler, being well, the tier 5 assembler. So I want to make sure that they are built right here. Can I just put that there, and then I should probably deal with that one. Okay. All right, low supply of acid. That is because obviously titanium, aluminium chew a lot of acid, and it's just got to that point where I need to expand this build again. So can I remove that support? Can I put one of you here? Can I put a second one here so we can expand this again? Can I bring this from here to here and then into there? Can I grab my sulfur from here, turn on the F mode because I don't care about blocking any ports? And can I get you, and you built? Okay, you need to have 60 water. That is 60, 120. That's 240. That means you need to go faster. That means you need to go faster. Faster. Thank you. And you're a 450 feeding in. Okay, 450 feeding in is fine. You're using 12 sulfur. That's 24. That's 48. That's 60. But 60 is not good enough for me. So can I upgrade that and that to make sure we don't run out of sulfur? And my output. My output is 72. 72 multiplied by 6 is 430, which means you're a pipe mark 3, you're a pipe mark 2. I want to upgrade you. And I want to put a connector in. Flip. I want to put a connector in here, and then I want to upgrade that pipe mainly on principle. Okay, so that should hopefully increase our acid, which should hopefully stem the flow and make sure this fills back up, which should be great. All right, so back to solar. All right, can I have you cleared of any items? Thank you. All right. So I want to make these solar panels, and I want to make them up in this corner because this seems like a pretty good place to throw them. Can I put you here? Can I have belt, tier 1 belt? Can I have you go into there? Can you have a friend and a friend? And can I plug that into there and that into there? Okay. I need to have, to make these particular solar panels, I need to have aluminium. Aluminium is over here. We'll have to drag it across. That's fine. Also, I have waffers. I happen to have waffers right here. It's almost like this was planned out a long time ago. Also, need to have glass. Glass happens to be right here. So let's start with glass. Seems like the easiest one to start with. Can I grab glass from that tile, please? Come on. That tile. Cool. Can I bring glass all the way through here? Thank you. And over to that tile. Okay, can I grab a transport, a flat lift? Can I bring you up to height 2? Height 2. Yes. Can I bring that back one more tile? You need how much glass? 4. Okay, can we downgrade that belt? Because it doesn't need to be that good. And then can I take my glass from here? Can I have you go at height number 2 through to here, through to this tile up to that tile and then along there. Okay, so that's glass. Can I get that part built? All right, waffers. Can I take my waffers? Can I bring them up to here, follow underneath the glass belt to there, and then into there, and then can I automatically add that into that machine, plus that machine, plus that machine. Okay, that just leaves aluminum. Okay, so our aluminium is right here. Can I grab you from here? Can I grab this height number 2? Can I bring this through to as far as we can, being there? Can I then slot you out just a little bit, drop you down the ground, bring you under here, and then Yeah, can I go height number 3? Yeah, tuck underneath the steel belt. I should be able to go to here and then head straight across and go into here. Okay. Didn't add any unnecessary supports. No, because I need to make sure the trucks can still access gold. And can I put a lift here? And then can I put a lift there? Okay, that should be all we need. Can I flip you to the right direction? Thank you. All right, can I copy you two? Can I paste them there? And can I paste them there? All right, that should be all we need to get this up and running. Can I get that built? That built, that built. All of that built, all of that built, all of that built, and obviously machines as well. Construction parts. I have 300, so let's get you done as well. And next thing I need to do is I need to look at my waffers. My waffers. I am using currently 18 waffers. You are making 12 and 12, that is 24. And you also want to have 9. So that's 9, that's 18, that's 27, plus the other 18 that I'm using, which means I need to have at least another one of these guys. Obviously, I probably need a whole lot more, but I don't think this is running at full speed. Actually, probably is now. Well, no, because we're maxed out on electronics 3. So no, we're probably not running it at full speed, so it probably means I can just steal a few more off that. It also means that speed of belts-wise, we should be fine on the output, just being a 60 belt. So that should be these guys up and running. That means I should have the next tier of solar panels. Okay, truck. Truck is struggling because you are very jammed. Can I get you recovered? Can I go for terraforming, please? Can I get walls? Can I just shove a wall in here? Because the devs fixed the problem for everything except tree choppers and fuel trucks. Yeah. Can I put you there? And can I put you there? Problem solved. All right. Electronics 2. Electronics 2 is caused by my lack of poly. My lack of poly is caused by, well, the poly belt's not fast enough. Can I get you upgraded, please? Cool. That'll make me happy. All right. Complaints department. Complaints department is struggling to find. Okay, stop struggling. We're good. All right. So that should solve all those problems. All right. Low supply poly. Cool. All right, low supply poly. Low supply poly is caused because this tank is empty. This tank is empty because I do not have nearly enough hydrogen. Got to remember every time I launch a rocket, all these burn marks come from all the hydrogen I'm burning. I'm burning an awful lot of hydrogen. I also now have crew in orbit, and they have plenty of crew supplies, and they're good for 18 months. So every 24 months, the crew gets launched up, they sit in orbit for 24 months, and then they come back down. Don't question how they come down. They come down. That's all you need to know. And we're going to move along. So I need to have more hydrogen. Now, hydrogen. I have a couple of ways of getting hydrogen. First off, I could take my ammonia and I could split it into nitrogen and hydrogen. That would be a very good idea. And the good news is, if we come to here, where we take our water, we get our ammonia, it comes to a balancer. The balancer makes sure that some is sent out to make fertilizer. That's priority number 1. Also, at the same time, we're prioritizing over here to make the wonderful chemical fuel. And then if anything's left over, it heads into this guy where we split the nitrogen from the hydrogen, and we then pump that in a line. As you can see, I don't have any spare ammonia. And if we go to this build over here, same story. It doesn't have any spare ammonia either. In fact, we don't have any sour water because, well, the ship goes as fast as it can, and we still just don't have nearly enough. So that rules out that option. Next option going down our list is fuel gas. I can take fuel gas, add a little bit of steam to it, and that gives me hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Again, the oil build. The oil build has fuel gas. It pops out here. This tank is always maintained full because that is how it's designed. Excess fuel gas comes down the pipe and comes through all the different cracking. We either add fuel gas or subtract fuel gas, depending on where it needs to go. Well, in fact, actually, we're only adding fuel gas until we get to this balancer. This balancer here is making sure that fuel gas heads out this way, fuel gas heads out this way, so we can make well, things like the chemical fuel. Also heads over here, so we can make sure that the two captains plus all the statues keep burning, because they all rely on fuel gas. So, need another truck. Okay, can I just do that really quickly? Assign a second truck, and then we can go back to what we're talking about, fuel gas. All right, so fuel gas. Excess fuel gas. When I get to excess fuel gas, it then comes out and heads into these buildings. These buildings then convert the fuel gas with a little bit of steam into hydrogen, but as you can see, they're waiting for products because I don't have enough fuel gas. If for any reason I happen to have extra fuel gas, it heads into these guys where it gets turned to diesel. As you can see, they don't have any fuel gas. So that rules out that option as well. Okay, next option I have for hydrogen is I can take some water. Well, I can take some water, split it through an electrolyzer for an awful lot of power and get a little bit of hydrogen. That is an option. My better option is I could take some water, shove it into a hydrogen reformer with some super steam to get super hydrogen plus some super oxygen, which I'm going to vent, and then a little bit of depleted steam. This is going to be our plan, and I happen to have just a little bit of space right here for us to build exactly that. So can I have you? Plus can I have you? Plus can I have you? Cool. All right, so to make super steam, I need to have a boiler. We have very, very limited options right now for making super steam. Pretty much my only option is the electric boiler. Electric boiler I can then convert, have it make super steam. It does cost a shit ton worth of power, which is not good because I'm having an issue with burning through nuclear fuel far too fast to make enough power to keep everything running. But it should work. All right, then I need to have water. This pipe is the output from this oil system. So this oil system is sometimes water positive, and when it is, I need the water to vacate the system. It normally heads down this pipe, but I haven't seen water in this pipe for a very long time. So what I've actually done is I took liberty between episodes of, oh boy, our new water source here and our water source here. We merged them both together just before the beach. We then ran them along the beach, and then we joined them into the goat pipe that was heading over the hill to this water source. And then this pipe was already upgraded to a tier 4 pipe and was bringing the water into here. Then it was joining with the water from the waste needler and heading up to this balancer. I doubled that amount of pipes. So now I have two 900 pipes bringing water up to here. Once we get water up to here, we then take water in from this pump, which comes from this location. Obviously, as you can see, there's no water in there. And also at the same time, this also gets water from here, which comes from, sorry, please be patient, comes from either excess water from the desalination and water from these groundwater pumps, and also water from, yeah, water from here. Water from these groundwater pumps. They have been prioritizing to make sure it goes this way first, which was then prioritizing that as an in. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to actually send it down the pipe because I actually need the water downstream now. So we're going to send the water down here. Is then going to flow through here, all the way down. Come on. Nope, that's a pipe, conveyor, whatever. Through this pipe, all the way down and into this balancer, as I said. There's my water right there. Okay, we're then going to send that this way and into this balancer. This balancer then grabs some of the water and stores it right here to make sure that we can run the silicon system and also the water required for our waffers. And then excess water is then going to head into that pipe, which then sends the water over here, which means I can then steal some of the water right here to then run these guys. Okay. So these guys need to have water coming in, they need to have steam coming in, they need to get rid of depleted steam, they also need to get rid of oxygen and hydrogen. So first thing I want to do is make sure you're facing the correct way. Cool. Can I have you go to here? Cool. Can you flip that? All right. Can I have that? Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Can I have that? I want to have that go to there. I need to have 16. I need to have a pipe Mark 2. Can I have a pipe Mark 2? Pipe Mark 2. All right, and here a pipe Mark 2. Cool. So I want to have I want to be able to bring the water in here. On top of that, I also need to fluid pipe balancer. Thank you. No, that's not. That'll work. Okay. Can I also bring the water into this system? Okay, this system needs to make super steam. I need to have not a lot of super steam. So can I get a skinny pipe? Can I bring the skinny pipe into there, and then into there? And then into there, and then into there. Okay, my super steam needs to go into that one, and all the way around here, and then into that one. Okay, if I have enough super steam, I should be able to spread democracy and freedom. That's the important things. Okay, if I plug all those together, that should give me my water, that should give me my super steam, and we should be, well, most of the way ready to go. Can I get that built? All right. Can I also get that built? All right, next thing I'm going to do is I need to deal with the exhaust oxygen. So exhaust oxygen, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to vent it, and that should do something to counteract for all the carbon dioxide I've probably been dumping into this map for a very long time. All right, next thing I want to do is I need to grab that depleted steam. I'm going to bring that out to here. Please, there. Thank you. Okay, can I have you plug into you, plug into, no, Yeah, that works. Cool. And then into you. All right. I have very, very limited uses for depleted steam. My best use is actually this one here, a couple of cooling towers, so we can recover some of the water back from it. So can I put you guys, yeah, actually right there will work. Can I have you come into this balancer? You go into there, depleted steam can come into here and into here. Great. Can I get that part of the combination done? Cool. And you need to be the priority in, so we make sure we don't flood the system. All right. Last thing is the hydrogen. The hydrogen, I'm producing 32, 64, 128, which means I need to have a Mark II pipe. I bring my Mark II pipe out. Can I bring it? Yes, the height 2. Then I need to take it from here to, because it's a mess. Yes, pipe. Pathfinder, do your worst. Okay, can I bring it to here? Cool. I need to put it into here, and I need to very, very much put a balancer in here because it's going to be super important that I do not back up the oil system by forcing this new hydrogen in. At the same time, this hydrogen is very power expensive for me to make, so I prefer not to run it if I don't have to. Okay, that's broken. Okay, can I have you backtrack? Thank you. All right, can I have that removed? All right, I need to have you go from there to there, and then into there. Great. That's orbital research done. Can I plug you into you, into you, into you? No, I need a tile. I need a tile. Thank you. Okay, and then can I put you into you? Okay. Can I get all of that built? Can I get all of that built? All right. So that should be enough to give me some super steam into super hydrogen, into super oxygen, and super depleted steam, which we're then going to turn back into super water, and we're going to run the whole that through the system again. Hopefully that should work. Hopefully that should keep up, and hopefully I haven't broken anything in the meantime. All right, so with that done, I need to go look at, well, I actually need to go here. I need to make sure you're the priority in. That would be important. And we're making 128 hydrogen. 128 hydrogen. We go look at my poly system. You use 4 hydrogen, so that is 4 times by 4 for one smelter. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So times by 6. We're using 96 hydrogen here. I made 128, so I have a little bit left over, which should be hopefully enough to keep the rocket running at full speed. As we can see, I don't have enough hydrogen here, which is causing the rockets to have a little bit of delay in launches, which could be very, very bad. All right. Can I go to you? You are unhappy because you have nothing to dig because you guys can't reach up there. Yeah, because somebody built a pipe in the way, and the pipe's quite intentional. Okay, can I cancel that? Can I cancel that? All right. This is the sand mine. The sand mine is officially done. Right. Can I have a very simple fill command? And can we just rub this all over the whole area? We're done. There is nothing more here. Can we have all that marked in? All of that, all of that, and all of that, and all of that. Okay. No, that's wrong. Can I have that marked, please? And that. Much better. Okay, so that is the sand mine. Sand mine is now done. All right, which means I free up 7 diggy boys and 12 trucks. Okay, I need to find places to send them. If we go look at coal here, it's full. We go look at bauxite here, it's full. If I go look at uranium is not full. Cool. Can I have 2? And a few. Cool. All right. You have 2 fuel stations. You're super lucky. Can I remove that fuel station? All right. Can I then go look at iron? Iron is full. Iron's not a problem. Limestone's full. Limestone's not a problem. Gold. Gold is dead. I should mention gold is dead. We are done with gold. There's no gold left. And wow, you guys dug your way in that way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these diggers dig their way through the mountain right here and hopefully get enough material that they can fill this area in. So hopefully they can get out, because currently they're stuck in the mine and can't get out even if they wanted to. And actually, I don't want to make that any wider. And I also want them to come and remove, all the sand, because why the hell not? There's materials to be dug, so they might as well dig it. Can I have you 16 all the way through there? Cool. All right. So they have a plan to do, and yes, we're trying to build ourselves a bridge to get the fuck out of our own mine. All right. So don't need to send them there. Titanium is full, and I have some construction parts. So can I get you and you upgraded? Can I get both of those done? Can I look at this limestone? This limestone's not full, but apart from climbing mountains, you guys are just about out of tiles to dig, so we don't care about those. Copper's full. Quartz is full, and I have some spare construction parts, don't I? Yeah, 500. Can I get both of those done? Uni problem or uni problem? Okay, that's fine. Not a construction part problem. That's a nice thing. Okay. Therefore, can we come out to you? All right, you. Can I have this guy? This is just one of the many cleaning crew towers. I've just been copy and pasting them at this point. Can I get 2 diggy boys out here along with 3 trucks? Their objective is to fill in around this mountain, around this island. This island is nothing but gold, and therefore it's very important to me. And I would like you to remove this mountain, please. Just the whole thing. Yeah, no qualms. Just get the whole thing removed. Yeah, all of that, please. Cool. These boxes are empty. You guys are finished chopping, so can I get that packed up as well? I have 9 years, so let's spend it and spend on that. You to empty. Okay, doesn't. Oh, okay, I'm out of uni. All right, fine. Be like that. The trucks can come empty. All right, and your low water. Okay, can I turn that off? And can I copy that to your friends? All right, and then you. You are another clearing crew tower. Can I get, how many diggy boys do I have left? I have 3. Okay, can I have, actually, let's just send 3 out here. Can I also send 5 trucks? And their job is to throw things inside this mining towers area, which is, well, I want to fill out to this island, mainly because this island is full of oil, and I like oil. So can I get that dug? That dug, and that dug. Yeah. No, maybe not that pit. I don't know what the pathfinding is. Pathfinding is here. Yeah, there's a way they could climb up to the back of this, and it leads to nightmares, so let's not do that. Okay, so you are struggling to find a destination because we already screwed your exit. Okay, recover. Okay, cool. That should hopefully solve that one. You guys will work it out in just a second. Okay, whatever you're complaining about, you sort it out. Can't find. Because you can't access that section yet. Stop trying to. Clear. Solved. Okay. Mega Excavator is having the exact same complaint. Why can't you drive to there? Exit. Oh no, you actually can't drive to there. Oh, actually no, you can come in this way, you can come this way, you can come this way, you can come that way. No, that's not an exit. You can come this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. You can drive to there. What? Drive to here. Okay, you good. You work that much out. Drive to here. You work that much out. Drive to here. You still work that out. Drive to here. Drive to here. Okay. Show me. Oh. Okay. Move ramp. On top. Done. Solved. Alright. And move to here. Cool. And then pause to clear that. And do you know how to drive there now? Yes. Okay, solved. Alright, water resource getting low. Yeah, we know. Silicon poly. Silicon poly is getting low. That's getting very, very low. But our hydrogen reserves have been refilled, so that should solve that problem. And also we have a whole bunch of solar panels. Okay, if I have that many solar panels, I probably want to actually have another one of these guys running. Yeah, we're going to have another one running. I might even need more of them. We'll find out. But if I have that many solar panels, what I want to do is I want to start using them. So can I get solar? Can I get you? I want to have solar power mono, these ones, and can I have that built? All right. You are going to create up to 200 kilowatts worth of power. You're going to make 150. So they are significantly more powerful, but it just requires significantly later game technology. Can I get you guys put here? Oh, actually, can Can I do... They can't upgrade panels? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, can I copy that? Can I paste that there? And there. And there. And that. And that one there, please. And then, okay, 2 more there. Okay. Can I get all of those built? Because if I have solar panels, I might as well place them down. Maintenance-wise, they cost the exact same. It's 0.13, so it doesn't cost me any different. The only thing is I'm going to get more power out of these ones than I'm going to get out of the other ones. All right, so with those things done, it looks like, it looks like we have that research done. I can't get the rocket, I can't get the space probe, and I can't get the fast spring reactor until we have space research points. Space research points requires that I upgrade you to the next tier of space station, which requires I have Electronics 4. I don't have Electronics 4, which means in the very next episode, we need to get Electronics 4 up and running. I also only have 7 people available, which means I probably need to upgrade a house. Although, actually, where are we up to? 557. No, I need to do something about that desperately. Okay, what we need to do is I need to have fuel rods made faster. Okay, the only way I make fuel rods faster is by crushing uranium faster, and then also converting that into our yellow cake. So I need to have one of you. Good news is I should be able to put you. Actually, can I just put you over here? I need to have 2 of these guys because it's a 1-to-2 ratio. Can I put you guys here? And then I also need to have you make 6 and you use 3. Okay. So I also need to have 4 of these guys. So can I get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those? Just copy something like that. And can I put you guys? Well, shit. Here. Cool. All right. Can I remove that guy? Can I put this back where it was? Can I have that belt go through to there and go through to there? Okay. A couple of things I need to mention is you guys make 36 each of the toxic slurry. You can process 108. 108 divided by 3 is 36. So it turns out I can actually have just a little bit, just the tiniest bit. I can put down 2 more of these and tie into the 2 existing wastewater treatment plants. So that's something I want to tap into. Okay, first off, can I move you guys? Secondly, can I move you guys? I want to put you guys here. Thirdly, can I get that bridge to become a bigger bridge? Can I have you? No, I want this one, this one, this one. Can I get a big ass bridge? And can I shove you here? Cool. Can I get that belt? There's no uranium on that belt. That looks bad. Okay. I need to grab uranium. Okay. I need to grab uranium. I need to run into these guys. I need to remove this. Okay. Can I have you? Can I have you go here? All right. Can I have you guys go here? You go here. First steps first. I need to grab uranium. I need to have uranium come off this belt at a rate of 72. So can I have you come through here, around that bucket, and then just say here, and then down the ground level, and into that guy. Great. Also means this belt needs to go faster, and I also probably wouldn't mind if I had my own little personal storage on this side for the uranium. So can I get a bucket? Just a little bucket. Cool. Can I put that there? Can I put that there? All right, you guys are going to output into loose. Can I get a tier 1? Okay, you're going to output into this guy and this guy. Great. You're going to output our yellow cake, which needs to come into there, or out from there and out from there. Okay. I also need to not have that recipe because we're not going to have that recipe on this side. Okay, have all those do that. All right. I don't have the hydrogen fluoride. Hydrogen fluoride, you make 12. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I already have 11 of them over here, and each of them need 1 each. So it means I need a whole new one of these guys. So can I shove you? Okay, can I shove you here? Can I get stone from here? Oh, that's horrible. Okay, can I have you come up? Come on. Oh, that pipe's in the way. Okay, can I have you go there? Can I remove that pipe and reroute it? Yes. Go away. Alright, can I have the belt? The belt of rock needs to come to here, and feed into this thing. Okay. Can you go from there back to there? Great. Can I get that rebuilt? Can I have you? You output slag. Slag needs to come onto this belt. Done. Also means that belt technically needs to go faster. Done. And that should be that. Okay. Does mean I need to have this building built along with acid. Can I get acid to come in here? Okay. It's all spaghetti, but that's fine because we're at the point where I just need this to run. Okay. Can I have you plug into there? Okay. That gives me more hydrogen fluoride. More hydrogen fluoride on the line means I just got 544 free houses. Cool. Means I don't need to upgrade a house. Cool. Can I have you come to here and then to here and then drop into here, come through to here and then into there, there, and there. Okay. Can I get that built? Can I get that built? Okay, I can't get any of this built with Uni. It's fine. Can I get all of that built? All right. I have acid. Acid needs to come from the existing acid pipe. Right here will do. Where it goes up sticking out. Can I get this to go to here around this corner as well? And then I'd like to dug through where saplings are, but that's obviously not going to happen. Can I have you come through at height number 1? And then over to here, and then into both of these machines. Can I get you to go here, 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 and then into that, and into that. Okay. Can I get that part built? And that part built. All right. I then need to have the toxic slurry. It's got to come out. It's got to go over to the other side, and we need to work out how to do that. So toxic slurry comes this way, and then over to here. Okay, we're gonna run this no, under that, and then just shove this pipe through these gaps somehow. Sure, I don't mind. Yes, you can stop here, please, and then you can come out here, please, and then you can come over to here, please, and then I need to drop 50% into this pipe and 50% of the other pipe. Okay, so can we dump that into there? And then can I dump the rest over here? And that means you're going to process 100, which means you need to be a Mark II pipe. You are a Mark II pipe. You're not a Mark II pipe, which has probably been a problem for a very long time. And can I get that part built as well? All right. I don't have enough uni. Actually, I don't need to be running that at that speed anymore because we've got the research done. Cool, because that's 0.5 uni. I can't afford it. All right. Can I get you two built? Can I enable that part as well? All right. So my yellow cake's going to come out. It's going to go into these guys. These guys have their hydrogen fluoride. They also have not the flat belt, not the flat belt, not the flat belt, and not the flat belt, which leads to not the flat belt. Also leads to not having that. Thank you. So they're going to have the yellow cake. Yellow cake needs to come into these machines, and that should be a case of that. And then this is the output. Okay. The output needs to be 2 separate belts. One is going to be our 4% enriched. That's the words I'm looking for. Okay, can I have you come to yep, that tile, and then you can duck through here, and then I need to run close to all this so I don't jam anything, and then plug that into that belt. Great. The U-shaped belt needs to have the exact same path. It just seems 1 tile higher. So can I go to there, 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 down to this corner, around here, and then into there. Cool. Wasn't too hard. Can I get that built? Can I get that removed and that removed? And can I get all of that built? All right, and all of that built, and YouTube built as well. Cool. All right, so that should give me another 0.51 2 uranium per minute per month, which means I should now have 2. No, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 out of the 8 that I need. We're pretty damn close. I'm still bleeding fuel, but I'm bleeding it less quickly, hopefully. Limestone tower. Limestone tower is now done. You guys have dug through to there. Cool. Can I have you dig a 4 through to there, and then a 3 through to there. Okay. Your mission is now to edit is to now dig your way through the mountain. I want a direct access path through the mountain. I want all this filled back in with rock because we're bringing up our overlays. There's no limestone left, so we're going to pull a lot of wind. Meanwhile, so you guys are just going to dig, dump, and okay, I make you like that, so I have a ramp. Yes. Yes. Okay, so you guys are going to dig, dump, and start carving your way through the island. You're not allowed to dig from this side, so it has to all be dug from that side. Welsh Warrior has no fuel. That's fine. And chicken farms, not enough food. Okay, even though I built one more farm. Okay, can we throw another farm in there? And can we also call it here for this episode? We've got an awful lot done. We've got an awful lot more to do. I have a low supply of glass because I just built a greenhouse with uni. It happens, you know, it's 240 glass or something just disappears and 480 glass. It's something ridiculous. Anyway, we have a little bit more fuel running. We have the next tier of space station. We need to have the tier after that. We have plenty of people available to work for us. We also finished off. No, we didn't finish off. Well, we have finished off orbital research. I also am now making the next tier of solar panels. We've done space stations. We've done rocket assembly and launch. This list is getting very short, and it means next episode we need to set up the other type of space stations parts, and hopefully also get, well, and definitely also get Electronics 3 up and Electronics 4 up and running, and therefore hopefully we get some space science done. But with all that said and done, I need to call this video here. As always, thank you very much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye.